number 10. The expansion of Maratha power. First, Marathas on offensive. The Mughals were on the offensive, whereas the Marathas were on the defensive towards the end of the 17th century. This situation reversed in the later half of the 18th century, and the Maratha power covered practically the whole of India. The struggle for throne of Delhi started among the sons of Aurangzeb after his death. Prince Azam Shah, who was in the south, marched towards Delhi to seize the imperial throne. He released Shahu Maharaj with the intent to start conflict among the Marathas, and that would sap strength of Marathas. Next, coronation of Shahu Maharaj. Immediately after his release, Shahu Maharaj staked his claim on throne, which was not accepted by Maharani Tarabai. Due to this, the armies of Shahu Maharaj and Maharani Tarabai fought a battle at Khen, in which Shahu Maharaj won. Shahu Maharaj captured Satara and got himself coronated. Maharani Tarabai proclaimed her minor son Shivaji II as Chhatrapati at Panhala in 1710. This gave rise to two Maratha kingdoms at Satara and Kolhapur. Let's see things that Shahu Maharaj learned while in Mughal captivity. As the early part of Shahu Maharaja's life was spent in Mughal camps, he knew some things. For example, first, finger points of the Mughal and North Indian politics. Second, strength and weaknesses of the Mughal. And third, acquaintance with the influence courtiers in the Mughal court. Next, changes in the policy. The successor of Aurangzeb gave up the objective of destroying the Marathas' power, as the Mughal power was threatened by the Irani and Afghani invaders in the northwest and the Rajputas, the Jats, the Rohillas, and the local Pathans within India. Delhi court needed the help of Marathas. So, the Maratha decided to protect the Mughal power and at the same time expand the Maratha rule in the north. Next, Balaji Vishwanath. Shahu Maharaj made Balaji Vishwanath a Peshwa from Srivardhan in Konkan. He was competent and experienced, who was convinced many Sardars that Shahu Maharaj was the real heir of the Maratha Empire. Kanoji Angre, chief of Maratha Navy, had taken the side of Maharani Tarabai. However, Balaji won over Kanoji Angre on the side of Shahu Maharaj. Next, Chauthai and Sardeshmukhi. After the death of Aurangzeb, the Sayyid brothers Abdullah Hasan and Hussain Ali become very influential. With their help, Balaji obtained sanads to collect Chauthai. Chauthai means 1/4 part, and Sardeshmukhi. Sardeshmukhi means 1/10 part of the revenue from the Mughal territory in Deccan. Let's see Bajirao first. On the death of Balaji Vishwanath, his son Bajirao I was appointed as Peshwa by Shahu Maharaj in 1720 CE. The Mughal Emperor Farrukh Shah appointed Nizam ul Mulk, the Subedar of Deccan, who tried to establish his separate extents at Hyderabad. Bajirao defeated Nizam at Palkhed and Nizam accepted the right of Marathas to collect Chothai and Sardeshmukhi in Deccan. Bajirao dispatched Maratha army under the leadership of Chimaji Appa to strengthen the Maratha power in Malwa. King Chhatrasal of Bundelkhand was attacked and defeated by the Mughal Subedar Muhammad Khan Bangush of Allahabad. On appeal of King Chhatrasal, Bajirao with his huge army defeated Bangush and established Maratha supremacy in Mewal and Bundelkhand. He demanded the Subedari of Mewal from the emperor. As the emperor declined this demand, he marched on Delhi in 1737. Bajirao defeated Nizam, who had proceeded to Delhi to defend the Mughal power at Bhopal. Nizam agreed to secure the Subedari of Mewal to the Marathas from the emperor. Bajirao sent Chimaji Appa to Vasai as the Portuguese were oppressing their subjects. Chimaji Appa conquered Thane, defeated the Portuguese and secured the fort of Vasai. On receiving the news of invasion by Nadir Shah, Bajirao set out for the north to defend the Mughal power. However, Nadir Shah had returned to Iran by the time Bajirao reached Burhanpur. Bajirao breathed his last at Ravir Khedi on the bank of Narmada in April 1740. Bajirao was a great general. He had established the Marathas' supremacy in the north. He had made the Marathas a formidable power in the whole of India. Hope you understood our lesson. Thank you.